Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace. I'm YouTube. I'm YouTube stupid is really what I am, and I'll explain it in a second. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2028. The album, Dad AF. Rock on gold dust. I have had woman. I haven't had a woman, but I've had so much coffee. If you want to hear about me not having a woman, go watch my video yesterday, which was a Q&A. I have had so much coffee today. I went and I reviewed this Better Buzz coffee. It is a San Diego. I'm in San Diego, California. This is live from San Diego. We're visiting my brother-in-law and his girlfriend, and so they recommended that we go and try Better Buzz coffee. I did a review of Better Buzz coffee. It will be up on my review channel by the time that this video is up, so go check it out. We are having a blast. We went to this restaurant in La Jolla last night called George's. We had such a great time. We've been walking around, just eating some fun places, walking down the pier. We're like right on the beach. It's fantastic. I'm like literally looking at the beach right now. It's fantastic. We're just having a really, really good time. So anyway, I was even walking, on the way to do this review, we were walking across the street, I think it's Mission Boulevard, and all of a sudden I hear these girls, and they're like all, I like turned and looked at this van, and they're like all in unison, they go, "We love you, Peter!" I was like, oh my God, shucks, somebody knows who I am. I never get noticed out in public. Nobody cares about me. They're like, there's that old man on YouTube, what's his name? Steve. Okay, but anyway, today we're going to talk about some drama. We're back to the drama, and we're going to talk about Shane Dawson, and Shane Dawson came out on Instagram, and he talked a little bit about his series trailer and how he's anxious and he's excited and all of that. He talks a little bit about drama channels and tea, and we're going to talk a little bit about that and some speculation going forward of how it's going to all end up. I would also like to talk about, well, I am going to talk about it whether you like it or not. We're going to talk about James Charles and something that he tweeted out, and is it shade? Is it not? Is it shady? What was he doing? And all of that kind of stuff. So let me have a little sip of my coffee. This is called the, it's some kind of spicy iced coffee. The ice is obviously melted now because after that we went shopping to Vans and to Urban Outfitters. I was real good. I didn't buy anything, but my husband did. Okay. So, if you don't know what you don't know is a lie, we are now in the countdown towards the Shane Dawson series, The Beautiful World of Jeffree Star, which comes out next October 1st, 2019, not 2020. I know. It seems like we would have to wait that long because it's been so long, but we're not. It's coming out next Tuesday, which I will be in a plane flying back to Indianapolis, so my review of the first episode will not be bad. You know, like, when you're media, don't you think that you should get a preview of the trailer? I wish Shane would give me a preview of the trailer, but apparently he is editing the first episode. But apparently, and I swear I wouldn't talk about it. I wouldn't even call up a good genius or anything and tell him what I saw. Maybe I would. That's probably why he wouldn't send it to me. But anyway, media. I'm media. Give me my PR credentials. Okay, but anyway, that comes out on Tuesday, the first episode of The Beautiful World of Jeffree Star. Can I just say this, okay? This is what cracks me up so much being on YouTube. It's like you'll say something in your video, right? Like you'll say something like, maybe the whole series is not about Jeffree Star. Maybe that's just one episode that he titled it, The Beautiful World of Jeffree Star. So maybe it's just one episode, and the next episode will be called something like The Beautiful World of James Charles. You think? Not Nicole Day in Hell. Okay, but, I mean, he would never title it that. We know that, I think, right? But anyway, so you, like, say something like that in the video, and then, like, you literally get a comment, and somebody are like, why are you coming for Shane? Like, maybe this is just the first episode that he titled that way, and I'm like, right, like, that's what I said. Did you watch my video? I love you people out there that don't watch a video but want to comment. I'm just telling you, sometimes I sneak some stuff in right at the very end, so you might want to stay tuned to all that. But anyway, so Shane put up this thing on Instagram. This was yesterday, and here, I'm going to stop it, and I'll show it to you and show you what he said, and then well, I'll talk about it, and you can put your comments in the comment section below. But watch it first before you comment, all right? Here you go.
Hi, guys. I'm just feeling a lot of things today. I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. I'm very, oh jeez. I can't even talk. I'm very anxious. I'm very everything. But mainly, I am just very grateful that you guys seem to really be connecting with the trailer. I woke up to some really nice texts from family. Oh my God, I literally can't talk. From family and friends and people I respect and people who are just like, oh my God, like, I cried at the trailer, or I'm so excited. I don't know, it's just, I woke up today feeling very much like anxious, and then it went right back into excited. I think working on something like this for so long can feel very like I've just been feeling bad. Like, oh my god, like I feel like I've been hyping this thing up for a year, but we've been filming it for a year, so it's very much like, oh my god, I just want to put it out, I want to put it out. So the fact that you guys are just still excited makes me feel so much better. So I hope that you guys love the series. We're still editing it, and we'll be editing it up until the second that it goes up. So, yeah. Okay, I'm excited. Also, I'm fully aware that there was, going to be a bunch of drama videos about the trailer. Obviously, I knew that. Duh. And it's one of those things where if I'm doing a series with Jeffrey about the beauty world, there's going to be drama, right? There's going to be drama videos. There's going to be people talking about it. There's going to be stuff like that because it's Jeffrey. It's the beauty world. It's gurus who are all just they love talking about each other, subtweeting, tweeting, and going crazy, and it's the beauty world, which has been very, very stressful, but also fascinating, which I hope comes across in this series. But also just know, I have seen a lot of people being like, oh, what are they going to talk about? Oh, this, that. And, like, it was my experience this whole year. And there was a lot of crazy stuff that happened to me, too. I mean, the cat thing, a lot of things happened this year. But just know, I've never done anything or made a video or wanted to do a video that was going to hurt anyone or, I don't know, mess anybody's shit up. It's not what I'm trying to do. Everybody that's involved in the series knows that. Everything I make, I try to have a good message and end positively. I'm not trying to make a fucking depressing, whatever. So everything I do is with love. So yes, there's drama and tea and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it's, oh my god, that's so weird. Everything keeps like full circling. This is a card I made for Ryland. And it says, you want to know the real tea? And I made a little cup of tea out of clay. And then you open it up and it says, you're my best friend. That was from a year ago. Anyways, see? Love tea. That's a series. Okay, I'm going to get back to editing.
Okay, so that's what Shane had to say, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But Jeffree Star also came out on Instagram yesterday, Snapchat probably too. Like, they always put up the same thing on Instagram and Snapchat. Like, I'm not that tech savvy, okay? But I appreciate the fact that they cover all their bases, okay? But Jeffree Star also put up something, and he talked about being sick, and he did some makeup stuff and all this kind of stuff, but he briefly mentioned it coming out on, the lighting in here is horrible, I apologize. Where's my best angle? But he briefly mentioned it coming out on Tuesday, but Jeffree Star just hit 16 million subscribers. Congratulations, Jeffree. What is interesting about this is that YouTube has now changed the way that they do their subscriber count, okay? So, for example, a lot of people last week came to me and they said, James Charles lost like 47,000 subscribers like in one day. And it wasn't that. What it is that now, instead of showing your exact subscriber count, now you can see it. Each YouTuber can actually see it in their content creator. So I can go in and see exactly what my numbers are. But when you're going to a YouTuber and trying to see it, you can't see what their exact numbers are, right? That's why on Social Blade, it's just like an averaged down or averaged up number. I think over 500, it goes up to the next number. So what's interesting about this is Jeffree Star is now at 16.1 million subscribers, but so is James Charles. And they're both like right here, okay? Now what's interesting to me about this is I think that we all know, like this has always seemed so competitive to me between the two of them. I know people are going to be like, oh no, they don't care at all. They don't. Yes, they do. Okay, they do care about this stuff. What's interesting to me about this is that with Shane's series, I think we all know that Jeffree Star is going to, because they're, populating their populations, cross-pollinating. What's the word? I don't know. But you know what I'm saying, right? So Jeffree Star is going to gain subscribers off of this series, and it's going to boost him way past James Charles. So that's going to be interesting because up until now, James Charles has been the leader in all of this. Even when he lost 3 million subscribers, he came back and then he passed Jeffree Star. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, Is this going to be like a PewDiePie T-Series thing where it just goes up and down, up and down, up and down, and we just follow it and follow it and follow it? I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see, what people think about that, and is there going to be some, huge scandal that happens that maybe James Charles loses subscribers or gains more subscribers? Who knows? I talked about Aphrodite in my series in my series. Listen, I'm putting a series together, okay? And I don't know what I'm going to be calling it, but it's going to be something. But anyway, in my video the other, can you imagine a Peter Monn series? Who'd care? Anyway, in my video the other day where I talked about Aphrodite, he allegedly predicted that James Charles is going to have some huge scandal in October. So if that is the case, you know, James Charles could lose a lot of subscribers again. Then it would be a moot point, right? Like, then it would just be like, you know, here's him, here's him. Okay. So Shane Dawson comes out and he does this Instagram thing and whatever. Now, I want to tell you something. So, you know, like each day that I watch his stuff go down and whatever, it was interesting to me that he addressed the drama channels, right? And he said, I know a lot of you, blah, 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 whatever, are like, oh, drama channels, I just watched it again, but he said something about drama channels, right? Like, I knew that drama channels, basically saying that I knew drama channels were going to make videos about this series and whatever. Of course he did. It's good marketing, right? Like, why would you not want, like, commentary channels, drama channels, talking about your series, getting it hyped up? He's hyped it up for a year. He has hyped it up for now a week before it comes out, right? And he threw in this tidbit at the end, which, in all honesty, I'm just going to say this, you know, I mean, it's a 4-minute trailer. The part that had Dramageddon in it, that wasn't a huge part of it, but it was enough of the series, it was enough of the series trailer, that if a certain amount isn't dedicated to it, it'll be like, why did you throw that into the trailer then, right? I mean, if it's literally 5 minutes of 9 hours, it will make me wonder, why did you throw that in the trailer then? Just to get people hyped up more, talking about it more, if you don't really address it in there? Because I do think, whether people want to admit this or not, okay, I think there are people out there that are true Jeffree Star fans, and they will watch this series because they cannot wait. They cannot get enough of Jeffree Star. Then I think that there are people that really dislike Jeffree Star, and they will watch it because they're going to see what Shane exposes. I think the other half of those people are like, I could care less to ever see anything about Jeffree Star again. I think there are people that love Shane Dawson, and so they're really just excited to see the series, no matter what it was about, okay? I mean, he could, you know, do a series on anybody, and I think that they would watch it. And then I think there are people that are interested in just kind of sitting back to say, okay, what is this going to be about? And that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I want to see really what is done with this series, you know? So, you know, I think him putting this trailer out and doing it the way they did, it was a beautifully shot trailer. It was absolutely beautifully shot. I thought it was really, really well done. But when you start looking at certain things that were put in the trailer, of course drama channels are going to talk about this. Of course we're going to hype it up and we're going to talk about it. Well, it's free marketing, right? It's free advertising. Not that Shane needs it. He doesn't need it from us. You know, if all of us never made one video about it, he'd probably still get the same amount of views. But it did get people talking about it. And I will tell you one thing that I do think it did was it was like, you know, what's it called? A focus group. It's like a free focus group to see how people were going to respond to what was in the trailer. He said in there that he was still editing this, right? So when he's watching this trailer go down, and some people are like, oh, he better not come for James Charles, or he better not do this, or do you think he'll address Dramageddon, or if this is just about the palette, or I can't wait for the backpacks. Whatever people were really interested in, he can go in and he can edit, like, let's put more of this in it, let's put less in it, whatever. Shane is somebody that edits as he goes, which is actually very, very smart. You know, like when you talk about a Netflix series, they film all 8 episodes right up front, and then they put it on there for everybody to see. Shane's really smart because I think that he edits an episode as he goes, right? So even if he knows what the next episode is going to be, and he puts one episode out, and let's say 20% of it is really poorly received, he can go in and edit the next episode in a way that he doesn't do that. So, like, he could, like, let's just say, you know, if let's say 20% of it was him showing, you know, like a tour of Jeffree Star's house, and people were like, we don't really care about Jeffree Star's house, and let's say the next 20, he was going to put 20% of the house in there again. I'm just making this up, right? He wouldn't do that because it would be smart, because he would see that the reception was people don't really care about that. So he gets to edit as he goes. Very, very, very smart. I really think putting out a 4-minute trailer compared to what he has done in the past was kind of a focus group test to see how people were going to perceive such as this. Oh, that poor Miss USA contestant back in the day. Countries such as. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he was able to gauge, kind of, like, this is going to, like, be received well. This isn't. Okay, this made me cry. This is what people care about. This is what people don't care about. Things like that. The other thing that I think was interesting that he talked about in there was, in this little Instagram thing, that a lot of it has to do with how he has changed in the last year, because a lot of people were speculating that this is going to really be about how Shane has changed in the last year related to him filming this documentary. Which, you know, I understand that. Like, this is the thing. It's like Shane is so smart, like really, really smart. And and I'm a writer, and a lot of people know that. When you pick a title for whatever you're doing, the title is such a huge part of what you do. It's not just something that you absentmindedly come up with. So to me, the fact that he called this, if this entire series is called The Beautiful World of Jeffree Star, which I find it really, really hard to believe at this point, that he would put out a trailer for a series, and he wouldn't just call it The Beauty Community Series, Episode 1, The Beautiful World of Jeffree Star, which makes me believe that the whole thing is about Jeffree Star, right? And his interactions with him and whatever. I really believe what it's going to be now, after kind of like trying to read between the lines, is, okay, my battery died. Well, let me tell you what happened earlier, okay? I deleted my entire vlog that I've been vlogging all day outside just for this video. So, y'all can deal with a little bit of a dying battery. Anyway, so what I believe this series is going to be now, after having like watched the trailer and heard him come out and say these things, is I really think it's going to be Shane going into this journey of wanting to, I don't think it's going to be, I really don't think, and like, this is the thing, okay? I have the right to have my opinion change, okay? And each day that I see more come out, my opinion changes. I think what's gonna happen is, I think that this is gonna be a series about Shane being interested in the beauty community, in the beauty industry, wanting to make a palette, all that kind of stuff. And I think it's gonna be like Shane sitting down with Jeffree in episode 1 and saying, okay, I wanna make a palette. Like, if I were to go into this, if this was what I was really, really interested in, and I wanted to be a makeup person, where do I start? Where do I start with making makeup? Where do I start with doing makeup videos? Where do I start with doing tutorials and reviews? How do I go into this whole community like this, right? And I think Jeffree Star is going to be the guide to the journey that Shane Dawson takes in a year going into the beauty community. That's what I think it's going to be. So I think it's really going to be, when we talk about the beautiful world of Jeffree Star, I think, and somebody said this on here, and I thought this was interesting that I didn't get more comments about this, that it's the beautiful world of Jeffree Star. And so, you know, I do really think that there might be something to that, right? That it's going to be Shane just really exposed to what it's like for a year of being a beauty influencer, and you know, makeup guru and all these kinds of things. Now, all these people are saying that if you look at the timing, if one video comes out a week starting next week, it ends right around Thanksgiving time, which would be perfect in time for a holiday release for the makeup. And damn it, Janet, if I don't believe that's what he's going to do. I do believe that's what's going to happen, and that he's going to release, I don't know, 1 or 2 episodes a week until then. So that'll be really, really interesting to see if that's what happens. If he, 1 episode a week, I mean, this is the thing. Shane hasn't released a series in almost 10 months. So people will wait for 1 episode a week. The other thing is, it'll give it traction for people to watch over the course of a week, or watch again. It'll give drama channels the time to make 3 or 4 videos. It's actually very, very smart. And so by the time that all of his merch and everything is released right around holiday time, I mean, it's very smart. It's a holiday release, and I do think that that's what he's going to do. So it's going to be interesting to see this whole series unfold and what it's going to be about. If you think about it that way, right? That Shane Dawson just wants to learn what it would be like if I were a beauty influencer, what it would be like if I made a beauty palette, what would it be like if I were any of these people, and Jeffree Star is just the guide to this journey. If you think about it from that point of view, then the drama really isn't a huge part of it. It's just 1 or 2 pieces of it, right? Where it would be like, okay, this is how I deal with watching drama. This is how I deal with all this kind of stuff, you know? So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that is all played out in regards to like drama channels and drama channel videos and the James and Toddy thing that happened. It'll be interesting to see how all that comes down. Now, I will tell you what's interesting from Charles. James Charles! Parlez-vous français, James Charles. So James Charles put out a tweet on 1:45 p.m. on 9/25. Now, what's interesting about this is the next day after Shane's series, okay? And this was James Charles' tweet. David Dobrik has the absolute best content on YouTube, hands down, okay? Now, I read this and I was like, okay, this is so blatant. This is so blatantly shade towards Shane. I was like, come on now, okay? Everybody is watching to see. I had literally, for like every hour in the hour, watched to see if James Charles had tweeted something out or come up on Instagram and said something, because I really thought we were going to see a Savage Sister shout out, okay? I thought he was going to get up on the Instagram and be like, I am not going, you're going to be talking about an attorney. I thought he was going to lose it, okay, when he saw this little 2-second clip of him in this series. So I was kind of really surprised that he didn't, you know? Hey, applause to you. Bravo, James, okay, for holding your own and not getting fired up about this. I think what he's probably doing is sitting back and going, okay, I'll watch this. I'll see what you have to say. It better align with the truth, because if it doesn't, I'm going to come out and say something. And I do believe that James would do that. I think James is like, I'm done playing games with all of you, okay? So if you're going to come out and say something in this series, you better be careful. So anyway, he comes out and says this about David Dobrik, which I think is, you know, it's slight shade, but it's almost kind of like, I mean, well, Shane put him in his series trailer, so James can say whatever he wants to say, for those of you that are getting bitter, right? But anyway, James put it out, and then right underneath here, Jake Young, say hey Jake, said, Shane is out here making documentaries and David Dobrik is ... making Trisha cry, make it make sense. And then somebody put this little gif underneath there. And then somebody else said, where's the down like button? And then somebody said, and so do you, but more puppy content please. This was really funny actually. He shaded one of his friends the other day because they said something about the pinkity drinkity. And so he came back and somebody was like, I feel like this is low-key shade. And he goes, he said something, it was so funny. He said, I high-key feel like it's not. Something like that. You influencers, okay, that want to sit there and talk about, can't coming up with ideas and I don't know what to do. You spend too much time on Twitter. Get off the Twitter. My God, some of you are on here 24 hours a day. Okay, so hold on, I got out of my tweets. And then somebody else said, true. And then somebody said, he's great, I love him, but I love you and Aaron so much. And then somebody said, where? I can't read. Okay. Not really. Shane Dawson does. Buckle up. Woo! And then somebody said, oh no, here it is. Somebody said, low-key feel like this is shade. And James Charles said, I high-key feel like it's not at all. Now, this is what I really wish in a situation like that, is if James would come out and say something, instead of responding to it and, okay, the day after Shane Dawson releases his series, James Charles, who everybody is watching to see what his response is to this because he's in it, and we've all been speculating that he's going to be talked about in the series anyway, comes out and just randomly says David Dobrik has the best content in the entire world. And y'all think, you want us to think that that's not really shade? Well, I'll high-key challenge you on that, because I high-key believe that that is 100% shade, and you know it is, okay? So just come out and own it. Why don't you come out and just be like, absolutely, it was shade. Go watch a series. Peace. So anyway, and then somebody responds to it and says, can James say what's on his mind without being dragged? He's just supporting other people on YouTube. Yeah, he's had drama with other people, but that doesn't mean he can't show others love, and that's the tea. And then somebody said, I wasn't dragging him. I was just saying, due to the timing of him saying that, it came across as a bit shady. I love James. I have his palette and brush set. Well, I mean, Sabrina's on my lunchbox, but I wouldn't want to be here on the Charlie's Angels. He said, I was just saying the timing of the tweet seems sister shady. I would totally agree with you, Kyle. And then somebody said, all love here. Thank you for clarifying. Okay. And then somebody put the eye emojis. And then somebody said, don't worry, Daily Dose, yours is fire too. Okay, so people keep on going on and on saying, I'm sorry, okay, saying all this stuff and comparing him to Trisha Paytas. And somebody said, no, Shane does. And somebody said, Shane always has the best. And somebody said, if he would upload on a regular basis, I would agree. But since not, David Dobrik definitely does, hands down. And somebody said he didn't upload on a regular basis because he has been filming since January to give us this new series, which is about 9 parts, by the way, October 1st. Hopefully after that, he can go back to normal uploading. And somebody said, I don't know how I'm feeling about this new series. I don't care about Jeffrey much anymore. I'd honestly rather have a long conspiracy series, especially for Halloween time. And then somebody said, I want both. Their name, incidentally, is Shane Gang. And then somebody else said, I just want Shane to be honest. I don't mind what the content is. I just miss Shane. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Shane being honest. Why, oh no, somebody said, I just want Shane, to be honest. Yes, boys and girls, that was a reach, okay? It was like, I just miss Shane. To be honest, I miss him, okay? Not, you want Shane to be honest. Oh, my Lanta. Anyway, so do y'all think that's shady? Why can't these people just come out? It just kills me, okay? Why can't y'all just come out and be like, yes, I was being shady 100%. She put me in her trailer. I'm over it, okay? James, you knew you were going to be in the trailer. Come on. If Shane didn't put you in the trailer, he was going to get all kinds of SHI toot for it. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I love you. And I will be back tomorrow for a very high content, deeply researched, never reaching drama commentary video. I love you guys. And I'll see you then. Bye.